the following presentation of the National Football League. Straight ahead, the NFL playoffs begin here on this Saturday afternoon. It's our visiting team and our home team. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here. For the first time, they'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Going on the road in the playoffs, that is a daunting task, Mike, for any quarterback in this league, let alone a rookie. So here we have a guy that's been very resilient. He's played really well all season long. Now it's an opportunity for him to take his game to another level.
Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jamal Hill there for the tackle.
Second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
They motion the slot man left. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That one caught. It is Bryson Tremaine. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
49-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's a give up the middle with White. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First drive of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. On the ground, this is White. He's trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. He separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Slot man in motion right. They'll throw here on 3rd. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Ryland's kick is good. And the Monarchs will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This one taken at the 7. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You can't say enough about this young rookie quarterback, Mike. I mean, to lead your team to the division championship, hosting a home playoff game, I mean, there's not many rookie quarterbacks that could check those boxes. Now, he's a win here at home from elevating his status to a whole nother level.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Go. 19.
Heel drops to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
At the 42-yard
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Michael Hoyt. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
All right, so the first 2, they go clearly to the defense. You get a 1st down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8 ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
Thrown left side. The catch is made. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He'll look to throw. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
That's good for an Anchorage first down. First and 10 at the 44.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18, go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Back to the tight end, Stover. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's third down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down.
And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. 3-0 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now a give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to move.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a toss as they look to run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to
throw right side is intercepted. And the Monarchs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Monarchs offense ready now for their 2nd drive. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with White. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Marked down at his own 3-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's White.
Zamir White, the ball carrier. Taken down at his own 7-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Nighthawks offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Moving to his left. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And they'll wind up getting about 6, but he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker. It is 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And it's a decent return. Get some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. The Monarchs offense ready to get back to work. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Moving outside the pocket. That is intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A gain of 11 on that one, and that will be a first down.
Ready, break. Here we go. Cowboys.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Hawk 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Now a second timeout called by the defense. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
front. This is Gerard Jordan. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 18.
19, Tiger,
And
19,
the Toronto
Tiger.
first down. First and 10 at the 19.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete.
I really like the job the defense is doing, Mike, disguising what the coverage looks like before the snap and then what the coverage actually is after the snap. And I think the quarterback's having a hard time really figuring out what am I looking at, where are my targets, where's the coverage holes. And I think it's led to some really big plays by the defense here in the first half.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
First down.
On the give, it's White. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third down and 13.
Let's go now. Cowboys.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Set up. Coach, go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick throw here is complete.
A 6-yard pickup.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just one field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the third quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role. Who's going to walk away with a W? One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. The Nighthawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The third quarter begins with a run. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of the
He's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Michael Hoyt getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to third and very long.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and it looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he's taken down up past the 35. A gain there of 23 yards. That's enough for a 1st down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
A gain there of 21. And that will be a 1st down.
49-yard line.
They run with White, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
They'll try to set up the screen here.
The pass. Complete to number 24. That's a gain of 7.
3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3.
First catch in the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
Toronto 1st down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these 1st downs and go finish with 6.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He was taken down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 11.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. And he'll take it on in. Brent Calcaterra. Touchdown, Toronto. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Monarchs are out to a 10-0 lead.
Nighthawks, nothing.
So far, we threw out.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away.
It's a big game.
This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Nighthawks offense make their way out to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10.
Set up. Come on. 19 Tigers, go.
Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play.
He'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
There's a third down and 4. He'll drop to throw. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. A short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
For an Anchorage first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a first down. They'll look to throw again. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Ready. Cowboys.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here it is on fourth down.
You did it.
And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs. The Monarchs offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's White. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. And that will be a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So
He's in! Touchdown, Monarchs! Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point now by Riley. It's up and through. And the Monarchs move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Nighthawks offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Michael Hoyt putting together a heck of a game. His 3rd sack of this wild card matchup.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. Down the left sideline. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 81 yards. It is a touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point, up and good. And the Nighthawks are back in this one. It's 17-7. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Monarchs offense ready to take over once again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down.
Ready up. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A give, and here's White.
Down.
Inside the 40. Down the sideline to the 20. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. That was a big-time run by White. That gains an even 60 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Here's Scott. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Touchdown, Toronto. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it, and the Monarchs up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Nighthawks 7. Chad Ryland to kick
Here's
off.
Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Nighthawks offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Go. 70 Lions. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Monarchs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Jordan.
Jamal Jordan, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Jamal Hill. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap and a give to White. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. Oh, looks like he had the 1st down, but the ball is out. And the defense comes away with a turnover.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Nighthawks offense headed back to take over once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now, faking the give. He'll let one go down the middle. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. That's enough for a 1st down. To throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Monarchs have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to it.
2nd down, he'll make the handoff and hold on to it. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. It is 3rd and long. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Extra point now by Riley. It's up and good. And the Monarchs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Nighthawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Next week, and they get the winner from
Throwing now from the gun. This one complete right side. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Now whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. We're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late to get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. So try to pick this up with a run. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for our visitors as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.